Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. That's right, guys. We are here. We are having fun and we are broadcasting live. This is the Archie Luxury live stream channel. Guys, I had a day off yesterday and today we're firing on all four cylinders. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Breguet Type 21. I love this watch. Solid gold. I love it also because you got a couple of timers there. You've got a rotating bezel. The bezel is like a Submariner. You've also got the chronograph, flyback chronograph, so you can easily reset it on the go. Great watch to have there. The other watch, I've got another watch. I'm gonna have a look. Is the world time. So just two really cool watches. Now let's have a talk there. What's going on in the world of wristwatch? What's happening here? What's going on? So I've got a few things for sale. I'm trying to sell. I've put two ladies' watches, the Cartier Gold and the Chopard. I only really want to sell one. If I sell one, I'll keep the other. It doesn't really matter which one sells. They're both really cool, very cool watches. I've also listed the PAM for sale. The PAM. A lot of people like it. No bias. No bias. I got to tell you, I'm really happy that the PAM, I'm really happy I sold those 4 fucking pieces because the watch market is difficult. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the watch market being difficult because I'm glad I cashed out of those 4 pieces. Fuck me dead. The market is really tough. But I got to be honest with you. I don't see it really getting terribly worse. What's happening is dealers obviously they want certainty in the market. Dealers aren't your friend. They're not really your friend. And you've got to realize for them to buy something, they want to get a return out of it. They're making money. It's a business. It's not a charity. They're a business. So with that said, it's a business. They want to make sure that what they put money into, they can get out. They want to get out. That's right. They want to get out. So that's the way it is. So in my own scope, how do I feel? Let's bring up some pickies. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, the Grand Seiko. The Grand Seiko. How is that baby going there? How is that sale happening? And I got to tell you something. That is fucking, man, Seiko customers are really fucking, how do I put it? They're fucking stingy. They are really fucking stingy. Okay, we've got the Seiko. I'm trying to sell this Seiko off. And fuck, they are fucking mean. Like normally you have a bit of banter. You negotiate on the price there. Seiko people, oh, they're brutal. They really take it or fucking leave it. And they come and say, oh, it looks a bit worn. Oh, if you don't like it, fuck off. It's been a little bit tough there. I've tried to price it very fairly. I priced it really what I thought was fair. So you know what, if it doesn't sell, I might give that to my 19-year-old as a gift because it's such a fucking beautiful Seiko dive watch. It is really nice. It's a nice piece, actually. I must say, it is fucking that blue with the black bezel. It is a very cool piece, and I think it's a gorgeous piece. You know, I listed it at, I paid 1,100 Aussie for it. I bought it off E and the White. I mean, it's like new. I mean, you can't fucking buy this shit for nothing. I offered him 1,000. He said 1,100. I said, let's do it. I'm just trying to get out of it. It looks like I had an offer 750, 850, 800. If I could get out 900 Aussie, I'd sell the fucking thing. So the Seiko market, Seiko is tough. Okay, that bottom end is really, really difficult. What other things am I selling there? I've also, what else have I put there? I'm just trying to think, what did I put there out for sale? As I said, the Cartier, I'm really happy I sold that lot. You know, I had the Zenith, the JLC, the Bluesy, and the Explorer. I'm really happy they've gone, because the money has gone to some really good uses. Let me say that the money is very, very useful. Okay, the money is extremely, extremely useful now. It is very, very useful. So I'm happy about that. I'm very, very happy to have had that money come in. It's balanced things. I'm not now. Is it sad to have gotten rid of Rolex? Look, at the end of the day, you can't keep everything. We've got a super chat. Thank you, Van Lux. Van Lux, $2.80. Don't you have a gardener you can give that Seiko to? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I think that Seiko is actually pretty good. I might give it to my 19-year-old. We'll just see. I'll just keep that in the background because it is such a beautiful watch. I might give it to him when he finishes his degree. He's kind of halfway through. Yeah, that could be a great graduation gift there, because it's a beautiful. I gave him the Grand Seiko for his birthday. Marcelo gave me the Presage I gave him, and he's also got the one from Angelic Slayer. So yeah, that's kind of good. We got Mac Lobster, $2. Arch, Watch Nick is a good man. He's sending 50 people over. Hey, that's muchly appreciated. We need them. I do need the people. I need the punters. I do need them. I tell you that now. I really do need them, because it's a tough world. It is a tough world. Yeah, it is a very, very tough world there. Now I'm just having a look. Let's have a look. Just getting my. Just having a. Oh yes, Watch Nicholas and they've just joined. Say hello, Watch Nick. Thank you. Look at that shared deal there. So we give a link back. There we go. One good link deserves another. Thank you for letting me know that. So in the sales front itself there, as I mentioned to you, I sold off four watches went. And you know what? It's never easy selling off stuff you love, okay? It's never fucking easy selling off stuff that you really love. But you got to, sometimes you got to say, well, what is the core? What pieces? So let's just pull this up here. Let's just have a look. So these are the pieces that are gone. Okay. The JLC in solid gold. Fuck, I love that watch. That watch, I know the punters didn't like it, but I did like it. The Zenith, I'm actually sad to see that go. The two Rolei, I lost money on them because, one, the papers on the Explorer 2 were stolen in the burglary I had. And the subby, the market had gone down a bit, but I'm really pleased to have cashed out, okay? Can't complain about that at all, really. I think it's allowed me to keep the big heavy hitters. Was the Patek, keep the Patek. The world time, keep the world time, keep the world time. I suppose that's really been the big expensive piece to keep. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Funnily enough, you look at the 4 I sold, that was a perfect collection in itself. But I wanted to keep the 3 Bregs, the Patek. The Patek is big money. So I'm actually happy with that. Still got the Speedy. Speedy was a gift. That's a great watch. And still got the Pam. How do I feel on the Pam? Look, if the Pam doesn't sell, I'm not totally against it. If the Pam doesn't sell, it's not a terrible piece. Yeah, Alexandra Ramez. Yeah, send a super chat. We'll answer your question. You betcha. Yeah, send a super chat. We'll definitely answer that. I wear the Speedy a bit, Pete Clan. I do wear the Speedy. I wear the Speedy. We got, who's this? Is that, what's he doing? Hey. Is he coming on? This is Dubs. What's he doing? He's got some poor internet. Hey, Dubs, what's happening?
Hang on, mate. I'm just getting the bus. Just jumping on the bus. Hang on.
No worries.
Hello. I don't know why you got rid of the bluesy, man. You should have kept that.
I can't keep everything.
Yeah.
You can't keep everything. You can't keep everything. Where are you off to?
Dentist. New teeth today, mate.
Oh,
Picking up the new
fantastic.
grill.
Implants? Or you get what are you getting? Implants or falsies?
Both top and bottom.
Okay.
I mean, I would have kept the bluesy, got rid of the Zenith. I would have got rid of the Pam. Yeah.
The Pam's not easy
like
to sell.
Zenith. You were wearing the Zenith the night we had dinner. I liked it.
Yeah, I like the Zenith a lot, but I can't keep everything, T-Dubs. I needed the money.
You got any takers on the Seiko?
Nothing. I paid $1,100 for it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're going to get $1,100 back, mate.
I thought I bought it I'd sell it. I'd sell it for 900.
Is that the 70-hour power reserve? Is that the 6R36?
I think it is.
62 mass. Because one was
62 mass.
40.
They're expensive. 62 mass is expensive.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's on a bracelet or a strap?
Bracelet.
You got the strap for it?
Are you interested?
If it's got the 70-hour power reserve, that's the better movement.
It's a 6R35.
Well, that's the 70-hour power reserve. Yeah, I had the Sumo with that.
Yeah, look, it's a great watch, that. Yeah, there you go.
The thing is, mate, 900? I don't know.
I'm already losing 200 at 900. They're about $2,000 retail, 1950 retail.
What year is it?
That's only a couple years old.
Yeah, but even the mid tier, the lower tier, mid tier, like mid to prospects, even the arse has fallen out of that market too. Archie, you can pick up a new Sumo for it. You can pick up a new Sumo from Watch Direct for 600 or 700, and they used to be over $1,000. The ADs are still trying to get the top dollar for them, but they can't, mate. They can't give them away. No one's buying nothing at the moment, unfortunately.
You may not be the best person to ask, T-Dubs.
I mean, if you can get your 9 for it, yeah, fair enough. Someone wants it.
And we got Narc coming on. Hey, Narc, how are you?
Share screen.
Your club fingered fuck. They've got me blocked. My account blocked in the chat. I can't make comments. And I can't super chat. Yeah, it's this fuck stick. Watch Nicholas.
Where?
I've already emailed Lux and asked him to give me my wrench back. Yeah. He's a fucking faggot, mate. He's a faggot. It's a dish. It's an English and Welsh dish. What are you trying to say, Narc? Yeah, what are you trying to say, Narc? Come on, what are you trying to say?
It's a character assassination. He doesn't like you. Yeah, I got to tell you, T-Dubs, I've listed the thing for sale. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to give it to my son when he finishes his degree. You know what? I'd enjoy that than selling it to some asshole for $900.
Well, there you go. That's
Eddie,
true.
Hey, Eddie, get the fuck out. Sorry, T-Dubs, you're stuck with fucking Eddie. Archie, you're going to give this guy a platform? You protect OC, you got T-Dubs, and you go after and watch Nicholas? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to get Bear on. He won't come on. You know, Bear asked me for $100 US to come on.
You should give him 150.
I'm not even making that money these days.
Look, the sentiment look, the way Bear feels is the way a lot of us feel. You protect OC.
How's that, Narc?
You protect OC. You're scared of OC. Tan wants a narrative. Look after OC. But you go after watch Nicholas. He supports you. You got TW on here, a grifter. Took a shit in the community. He called my friend Lux Day a faggot. Get the fuck out of here, T-Dub. Make sure you don't miss your bus stop. Come on, Arch. Get your head out of your ass. You're like Eddie. Oh, what have they done to me? You know what Eddie's making $2 an hour? $2 a stream?
And Mikey's gone, has he?
Plastic. He's got T-Dubs and plastic
Mike's on. Gone altogether.
Get the fuck out of here, T-Dubs.
Yeah, Mike said he's not having fun anymore.
Hey, I said to Lux, let's have a stream just with Mike the Snake on the dungeon. All the money goes to him. Did Lux talk to you about that? Did Lux talk to you about that, Arch?
Look,
yes or no?
We had
Simple
an
question.
appreciation week for him.
Simple question, Arch. Get the fuck out of here, T-Dubs. Kick him off.
Look, the way the economy's going, right, we're not raising funds for anyone else when we are the charity, okay?
No, you're missing the point, Arch. This is, look, when times are hard, you're showing your true character. You're a real cunt.
Sure.
Watch Nicholas did a stream where he's all the money raised was given to Mike the Snake as a show of appreciation. That's why he goes there. Sometimes you have to give to get something back.
Economies, we're not doing
Doesn't
well.
matter, Arch. Keep on going the way you are.
It does. I don't need to be told by you what I should and shouldn't do, okay?
You're short-sighted. I'm sorry, Arch. You're short-sighted.
It's my decision. If I'm short-sighted, that's fine. The show is what it is.
They don't fucking complain, Arch.
I can complain all I like, Narc.
Complain. No one's going to donate money to you.
Well, Narc, it doesn't matter. Why do you care?
Was Mike the Snake is the soul, heart and soul of your show. Are you sending him a pizza? Get the fuck out of here, Arch.
I'm having a monkey's shoulder.
Have what you want. He's the heart and soul of your stream. He loves going on Watch Nicholas. He loves going on other streams, but he feels love there. They don't attack him. They give him money. They give him presents. You give him a pizza.
Oh, Surdy Danny's having a go at me. Fuck you, Surdy Danny. You're a cunt.
No, he's not a cunt.
Fucking asshole. Archie agreed will be the... You know what? I've already sold off stuff. I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but Danny speaks for a lot of people in the chat. Do you know that? He speaks for a lot of people. For fuck's sake, wear a different jumper, Arch. You're that depressed, you sleep. You're wearing the same jumper the last 5-6 days.
Well, it's cold. I have a jumper. I wear one. It's not fashion week.
Fuck's sake. For fuck's
sake. So have you raised your point?
Yeah, it's like hitting my head against a brick wall. You don't listen. Hey, you don't get it.
Look at Bear's comment here. Fuck you, Surdy Danny. You are an asshole and fuckface. Nobody likes you, Surdy. You are a geezer. We got Thomas Burnett. Thomas Burnett sticking. Breguet men stick together. Arch. Thomas Burnett.
Bear was being sarcastic, by the way. Bear was being sarcastic.
Collection of 3 or more watches, new or used, for 50,000 Aussie. Only rule: you're not allowed to choose Rolex or a... Look, you know what? I can post that to you now. Thomas Burnett, 50 Australian. Let me tell you, £25,000. The 3 Bregsters. 3 Bregsters. When are you going to become a Breguet man, Narc? Narc. Let me get this up, Thomas. I'll show you exactly what I would get. 3 Bregsters. So how much did I pay for them? I'll give you the drum now. So the white dial, that was 17,000. The Traditional was 19,000. And the Type 21 was 13,200. 49,200 buckaroonies. Exactly on the knocker. 50,000. 49,200. It don't get better than that. 3, and that's every occasion take care of. Black tie, formal and sports. What more do you want? 3 Bregs. That's all you ever need. 3 Bregs. 3 Bregs. That is it. That's the color, the meaning of life. That's all you need to do, guys. That is it. What more do you want? We got my friend Colorado here. Colorado. Hey, how are you, man?
Good. What's up, Arch?
Hey, great to see you. What's happening? Talk to me. What's happened in your world?
Oh, not much. Working hard. You?
What are you doing yourself? You're the photographer, the fantastic photographer.
Yeah.
What are
But
you doing now for a living?
I photograph real estate.
You photograph what?
Like the
real estate
right now.
How is the economy treating you, Colorado?
It's all right. It's not too bad. The market here is a little weird. Not as many houses coming on the market, but still good.
How's your watch collection going?
I lost you for a second.
How's your watch collection going?
Good.
Oh, what are you wearing there?
I do
What
want to
is
make a
that?
change, but
It's an Omega.
yeah, Seamaster.
Have you bought many watches lately? Tell me, what's happened?
No, the last watch I bought was probably a couple of years ago. I bought it right before I saw you. I bought that Vacheron, the Traditional. I saw you in New York. I was wearing it.
Ah, you still got that? That's a great piece.
Yeah, I still got it. I wear it once in a while.
So what other pieces do you have? You got the Vacheron, you got the Omega. What else have you got?
I got a Datejust 41 Rhodium dial.
Yeah.
I've got a Bluesy 41.
Ceramic? Ceramic?
Yeah.
Oh, 41. Fuck me dead.
Yeah. I've got this Omega. Then I've got IWC Mark 20.
Yep.
And Tudor Pelagos FXD. That's one of my favorites, actually.
Wow. That's Tudor FXD. You're having the life. You are living the life, man. You are living it. What do you think of my move where I got rid of my Bluesy and my Explorer? What did you think?
I think I would have liked to see one stainless type, model stay.
I got
like
this
an everyday thing. If it were me,
I got the Speedy and the Pam.
And the Pam's on a strap though too, right? I don't know. I would have, if it were me, but I'm not judging you. You do whatever you want. But I would have maybe kept one sort of daily steel piece, and then the rest, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I would like to condense, but I can't put any more money in. I have to. I've never sold anything, but I would need to sell or trade into something else.
Hey, you can understand why I got out of them. I needed the fucking money. See, what I did was, this is my business, Colorado. And what basically happened was I decided, hey, man, I'd put money in. I went to Geneva. That cost me $10,000 Aussie. I also bought some watches to have some bit of, get the spirit happening. It didn't work. I needed to get out fast. It didn't work. I needed my money back. I needed to put some money back in because the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking, Colorado.
I hear you.
And I do love the Breguets. I mean, what do you think of Breguet as a brand?
I think they're pretty watches. I like dress watches in general, so I guess if any, I would gravitate. But I'm not a big fan of the. It's the tradition, right? The one with the smaller dial inside it. The middle
Yeah,
one.
in the middle there on the screen there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan just aesthetically of it, but that's just my taste. I like, you know, the more classic enamel one you have.
Oh, look, as a set, I think they're amazing. As a
Yeah,
set, they're an amazing piece there. 3-piece combo deal. Hunger Buster. We got T-Dubs joining in. What's wrong, T-Dubs? T-Dubs is telling me the world is shit. Nobody wants the Seiko. T-Dubs, get your ass out to Sanctuary Cove. There's some rich fuckers there.
Hey Arch, can you pay for somebody to repair my fucking teeth? I've only got one tooth left.
Hey,
Fuckers.
how are you? We got HR. Hey, HR, 3 Bregs. Absolutely. You know what? I'd rather keep Corrado. I'd rather keep the Bregs than keep Rolex. Does that make sense to you?
Can
You know
you
the
pay
problem
for
with
my
Rolex
fucking
is,
teeth?
Corrado, is the people who own it are fucking douchebags. A lot of Rolex owners are I don't want to be anywhere near them.
I'll say, huh?
HR, you are the main reason. Oh, hello, Junior.
What am
That's
I
my
the main
boy.
reason for that, Paul?
I really found you to be so repulsive. I didn't want anything to do with you.
Well, you can. Well, I'm not going to spare because there's juniors on the panel here, Arch.
No, you can't hear you. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, he can hear me. We can go get fucked, big boy.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. You honestly, you were the inspiration why I sold them off, because I thought you would never cut it as a Breguet man.
Wait. Let me get back into character. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. The thing is, Arch, you know, you're a Breguet man, but you're living in a garage. You're living in a garage. How's that luxury? Tell me.
I got an Audi. You got a Skoda. I got the Audi.
But Archie, the difference is my Skoda's fully paid off. I've got no payments. Because that's what rich people do. We buy our cars outright. I don't have payments.
You know, it's funny how real rich people don't need to tell you how really rich they are.
What's your payments, Arch? Tell me. How much you pay a month?
You know? Hey, look at
How much
this.
you pay?
Just hang on. I would just put you out for a minute there. Corrado, tell me this. What did you think? Do you ever have time? Oh, where is this? Where are you, Corrado? This is beautiful.
Just on a walking trail.
What part of America is this?
I'm in Connecticut, like a couple hours out of New York.
Oh, that's expensive.
You say everything's expensive. It's not as bad as New York.
Amazing. Corrado, you can understand I needed to get some money back in, so I just sold. I wanted to keep the Breguets and the Patek. That's the cornerstone.
Yeah, you know, I've been looking, and I'm sort of obsessed with a 5146 annual calendar.
They're a great watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind swapping out a handful of watches to, you know, get into that.
Yeah, they're expensive, but that's the only problem. They're really expensive.
They kind of range, like, you know, if you want a full set, they get up like in American dollars, like around 30,000-ish.
I got Salas, €2.50. Thoughts on the Cellini 5330 36 mil white dial? You know, Salas, I love Rolex. The Cellini line has always been soft. You are going to die with that thing. That's the only problem with that watch there, is nobody fucking wants them. Okay, they're cheap for a good reason, and that's that they are fucking unsellable. They are really, really, really unfucking sellable. They're a great watch. They're cheap. Their bang per buck is sensational, but the reason is that nobody really wants it. I don't know if I'd be buying that. Here's one on eBay, 10,000 Australian dollars, 7,000 US. That's a buy it now price. You know what? That's not terrible. For a gold Rolex, modern gold Rolex, not terrible at all. I don't know if I'd do it, but I don't know. Corrado, you're thinking about getting a Patek yourself. Would you get rid of Rolex to do it?
Yeah, I would have to get rid of the bluesy. That's the Datejust I love, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of that. But the bluesy, you know, I find that I don't wear it a ton. It's a beautiful watch, but you know, and it's got a fairly significant value towards it if I wanted to trade up, you know.
Yeah, it's the Patek is a very special piece. It's a lot of money, but
yeah, what do you think about like on the right
see, my
strap?
world
I
time
would,
is probably similar sort of money. It's a lot of money.
right, but I just
What
think
you
the
get it for? High
5146.
20s?
Yeah, and it's got the numerals on it. You know, it's a little bit slightly sporty, if I say. You know, I'm not calling it
Yeah.
a sports watch at all, but I would wear it almost every day, I think.
Yes. And why not? Why wouldn't you, you know?
The
It's
size also is a little. It's 39 mil.
yeah,
I
it's a
like
good size.
slightly
There's
bigger
nothing,
watches. Yeah, I wish it was 40, but 39 is probably good. I've never tried one on in person, so
yeah, that I think they're a good size watch, to be honest with you. They're a beautiful watch. I'd say, look, the thing is, you know, in Connecticut, there's that dealer, European Watch Gallery, European Watch Co. I think whatever he's called.
no, I think he's in Massachusetts, right? Is that Boston area? Or?
Yeah, he's in Massachusetts. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. He's actually
He's
got
not
a
cheap. Huh? He's not
no, but
cheap.
he's got a Tiffany stamp 5146 full set. I think he's asking like 42,000 for it.
I don't think it's worth paying the money for Tiffany's stamp. Do you?
No, I wouldn't. You know, if all things were equal, I would take it, but I wouldn't pay extra necessarily.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's tell me this, your son, is he into watches?
You know, he kind of likes them. I bought him a G-Shock that he lost, right?
He lost it.
I bought him a G-Shock. Yeah, I lost my mind when he said it. Yeah. He's 11. He doesn't quite grasp the reality. He also doesn't take the best care of his thing. So he's done with watches for a while.
Yeah, how did he lose it?
I have no idea.
Was it at school or where?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, he'd take it on and off, I think. And
Maybe someone stole it.
I think he just took it off somewhere and left it. It was like a baby G, you know, like one of those. It was a smaller. It was a nice little watch, though.
It's I got to tell you, man, you've got to you really have to. Patek is such a great way. You wouldn't sell your Vacheron, would you?
Oh, maybe would be the other one. Those two, the Bluesy and the Vacheron, would get me most of the way there. Because I would view the Patek as my dress watch, I guess. So the Vacheron is beautiful though, but that one's 38 mils, and I do feel like on me, I have a.
I love the dial on it,
wrist.
but you know, it's got that beautiful dial on it.
It is beautiful, yeah.
Is it rose or white? I'm just trying to remember.
Rose. Mine's rose. Rose with a white dial.
I love rose.
Yeah, you know, I think their rose is a little bit more muted too. It's not quite as rose color, I guess.
You must admit, life's not too bad if you're wearing a Patek Philippe, is it? What do you think? Hey?
No, that'd be great.
Just a beautiful Patek Philippe to have on your wrist.
A Grand Classique.
I mean, how many, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, how many fucking watches can you wear at once? You wear one, don't you?
Yeah, and I find like once I put one on kind of during the week, I tend to wear the same watch most of the week.
I'm actually going to put my world time on. You know, the world time is not much difference in price to the 5146 annual calendar.
Yeah, I do know that.
Would you go for a world time?
No, just simply because I don't really have a use of the function, and it'd be a little hard. Like I would actually, I do look at my watch to tell time, and I just feel like the 5146 would be a better fit.
Yeah, the only thing with the 5146 is if it's not set,
Right.
when you want to set it, Patek 5146, let's have a look. You get it, you want to get it in rose, you're saying?
No, I want that one in white gold. White dial
gold
is what would be my preference.
Okay, so what price would you be comfortable at there? I'm just having a look. I'm just changing the currency to US dollars. Change it to US dollars. Let's have a look. We're searching low to high. What's the cheapest one? That's in China. Hong Kong, 25. Fuck, 25 US. Gee, that's not terrible, is it? Would you want papers, box papers with it? Solas? Hello? Here's one here, 26,000. Look at that. Would you want papers? Do you need papers?
You know, I would prefer a full set if I were to get one, but like, you know, like you say, beggars can't be choosers. If it was the right deal, you know, I could go without, I guess.
I think they're absolutely beautiful.
You can get an extract for any Patek, right?
They charge a lot for the extra. I don't know if it's worth it. They want $900 for it.
What happens if you send it in for service? I was looking.
Well, that's what I've got on mine. I got mine service. They did a they give you receipt for the service. So it's basically service papers, isn't it?
Right, but it's basically authenticating the watch as well, right? I mean,
who the fuck fakes these things? You know, they're so. It's not worth stealing.
Yeah, no, it's not that I'd be worried that it's fake. It just it would be, you know, it'd be like almost like papers that the watch is legit.
Yeah. We got Patek Philippe, member for 28 months. Archie can't even get his name in the Breguet. That's bullshit, Tan. Bullshit! Because I've got on the white dial enamel one, they didn't send it off yet. So I can send the fucking thing off myself, Tan. Okay? I can pretend I'm the new owner. So, yeah, that's the way I see it. It's,
So you sold the pan, or it's still for sale?
Still for sale.
Oh, gotcha.
I sold the Bluesy, the Explorer 2. I sold the Zenith Open Heart, and I sold the JLC. The JLC Chronomaster. Okay.
Yeah.
Master compressor. Sorry, master compressor. I still got the PAM. Thank God I sold the IWC. I'm glad I got out of that because it really wasn't my core collection. I'm glad I got my money back.
Yeah, I made a mistake on mine. I got kind of caught up, and I bought mine from a retail store, and I got a little discount, but that was during COVID, and I paid too much for that thing.
What did you buy?
Mark 20 a few years ago, right when it came out. I don't know if that was 2 or 3 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe.
So, okay, so this
same as yours. It was very similar to yours. Yeah. Go ahead.
Patek Philippe, $2. Plastic says your watches are shit and you should quit. Let me just tell you this, Patel. Plastic is the reason I sold my Rolex, because he's such a fucking jerk. He is such a jerk. That's the reason I sold my Rolex. I don't want anything to do with that fucking buffoon. Let me just show you something. Okay, so that's the 5146. Okay, what can we get? Let's have a look. If we look for a Patek 5130G, that's the same money. 25 to 30 US, similar money. See, what I love about the world time is that you don't have to fuck around setting the date and that. It's very easy just to set the time and off you go. It shows you time zone for the whole world.
Right, but I couldn't wear that every day. Or, you know, not necessarily every day, but a lot often, I feel like. I don't know.
Okay. If you say so. It's it's 30, it's slightly bigger. The world time is half a
39.5.
Yeah, 39.5. They are beautiful. World time is a great watch. What about the only other one is the what about the 5205? Would you consider that? Well, they're a
Maybe,
bit more
or even
expensive.
yeah, and the 5396 is similar money too. You know, same
Yeah,
complication.
they're a little
But
bit
I
more. It's
just,
probably a couple thousand. The grey one, that's the same one JJ's got. You know, JJ got one of these.
yeah, the 5396 is very similar money to the 5146, but I kind of like the layout of the 5146 better. Or what's the older one? But it's a perpetual calendar. But it's smaller. It's like 36 mil. Is it the
It's the 3940.
3940? Yeah, like that. That's a beautiful watch.
I think it's too small, but don't you?
Right. Yeah, it's too, well, for me, it's too expensive and too small.
Yeah, but I mean, the 5205 is not much more. Look at this. This is a beautiful watch, don't you think?
Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah.
It's got the sculptured side. So the size on these here, it's 40 mil. I think these are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. The 5396, that used to be my favorite until the 5205 came out. 5396, great watch. We got a super chat, Patek Philippe, $5. Patek talk, baby. That's how you make the big bucks, Fiker. The 5130 has so many cool sub variants with different cities like Mecca, Jerusalem, and Munich. Yes, they did a number of special editions. They did so many special editions. Mind you, I don't think any of those editions really mean anything to anybody if that city isn't important. I absolutely love the 5396. That's a gorgeous piece. Would you go sector dial or non-sector? What do you prefer there?
Non-sector.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sector either. The sectors normally were a little bit more expensive on the secondary.
Yeah. I thought they're about the same, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just now. Maybe previously they were more, but.
Yeah. It's pretty good stuff there.
So have you had an annual calendar in the past?
Yeah, I had a 5305, the original one, but that was only 37 mil, and it wore smaller. That was the first. I had the 5035J, yellow gold. They wear really small, like they're kind of pretending to be a 36 mil. You can get those for low, even a smidgen under 20 US, but
Right.
the problem is they are a little bit small.
Right.
That's the thing. But they are a beautiful watch. There's no question of it. That's the original. I
So,
love them. I think.
right. And
But
you
I
haven't
mean,
had a perpetual calendar?
never had a perpetual. No, no, no.
Yeah.
I've had world time. I've had annual. I've had couple Calatravas, but never a world time. Do you need to own a perpetual? Is it that important?
No, I question myself that I really like I said, I really like that 5146, but I just wonder if at some point I would say to myself, man, I wish I just held on to the money and waited till I could afford the perpetual.
But the
Or,
perpetuals are a lot smaller. They're
no,
they're not as funky.
no, like the was it the 5320 or the
I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of in having a fucking annual calendar.
No, there's definitely not. There's definitely not. But I've done that, you know, so far when I bought a couple watches. Like when I bought this Omega, to be honest with you, I bought it because at the time you couldn't get a Submariner. And sometimes I wish I just didn't spend the money and just waited till I get a Submariner if that's what I wanted, you know?
It is a beautiful watch, but with the white dial.
It is. Yeah.
We got another super chat. Patek Philippe, $10. I will never forget a phone call I got during a meetup with Jin and Ronnie Paul many years ago. AC3 told me that the 5296 was the perfect Calatrava. I then went to try one on and agreed wholeheartedly. Yeah, that's 38 mil. It's a Calatrava 30. That's a lovely watch.
Yeah. You've had two of those or?
I had one 5296. I had two 5127s.
Gotcha.
Patek Philippe, $5. Listen, fucker, insulting the 5035 on this channel is blasphemy. It was in the Archie 5, for fuck's sake. Pick it up, big boy. You're getting old. I must say, how many watches do you have, Corrado, now? Good watches. How many good ones?
6.
Sometimes having too many means you just end up wearing the beaters. You're trying to preserve your better ones. Sometimes.
Yeah. I could do 3. I could definitely do 3.
Yeah. 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 3 is a good number. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, what's the point in making a museum for this shit, you know?
Right.
You want to enjoy your stuff.
100%.
That's what it is. It's the best. You want to enjoy it, love it, you know? I got to tell you, the other watch, would you get anything in Vacheron? Vacheron's got some amazing bang per buck. You know, I tell you what I nearly bought, and I'm still in love with this fucking thing. I am still in love. The Vacheron date retrograde. The Vacheron date.
How about the, I know you always show, I think it's a rose gold one, but they have a newer white gold version with gold indices on it, and it's got like an olive green strap.
Here we go. Look at this. This fucking, I nearly bought one of these. What do you think of this? Because you've already got, wouldn't you, can I ask you this? If you've already a Vash man, wouldn't you say, fuck this, I want to build my Vash? You got your patrimony, you get a fucking date something, and then you get an overseas, you got a 3-piece Vash collection. Fuck it, 3 Vash.
The overseas covers so many bases. I mean, that's, you know, with
wouldn't it be good just to concentrate and say, I'm a Vash man?
No, I'm a Vash man. I bought that Vash because I really wanted a 6119, but they were just way too much money, way out of my league.
I like the patrimony better myself. I think it's a nicer dial.
You always call that a patrimony, by the way. It's traditional. The patrimony is a different watch line, isn't it?
Yeah. This date is a Patek. Look at these. I nearly bought one of these.
Yeah, it's a nice watch. I like the newer white gold one. I think is amazing. It's huge though. I think this was a big watch too. Right? Is this 42 or 43 mil?
42.
Yeah, they're big. I mean, but the retail on it is like $50-something thousand.
It's fucking ridiculous, don't you think?
I was just on their website the other day. Their prices just went up like 2 days ago, I think.
I mean, who the fuck buys this shit?
I have no idea. I paid less than half for mine.
I mean, you understand it's ridiculous. I don't understand how you think it's bad in the secondary market. How the fuck do these guys here keep putting their prices up and expecting to get sales in a fucking falling market? Don't you think?
I have no idea. I don't know who's buying them.
Well, Vacheron is no longer the blue chip investment it used to be.
Was it ever? Well, I mean, the overseas at one time, maybe, but
We got Glutton. Glutton, how are you, man?
I'm awesome. How are you, Archie?
We got Ken Fresno, $2 3 times. I am not a Rolex man. I am not a Rolex man. I am not a Rolex man. Patek Philippe, $5. One of my favorite videos on the Archie Luxury channel is the one where you compare the 5035 to the 3940. It's where the term, the 3 I's, that's the registers. 3 reg.
Yeah. The 5035, they're pretty close together too, right? They're kind of, obviously it's a smaller dial. But...
Hey, Glutton, what's happened? Have you patched it up with that Filipino millionairess?
I tried. It didn't work out. But I'm
What did she
flying down.
say?
She ghosted me.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She didn't respond. I tried reaching out, but it's all right. I'm flying down my 30-year-old Irish girlfriend, and she's beautiful. And
That's the
I'm
one with the
excited.
butt tattoo?
No, it's not the butthole tattoo, but she's a really good girl. When I went back to Pennsylvania, I met her at a bar. I came in hot. I pulled up right into the front of the bar, got out. We locked eyes, and then I took her home. But
You got a Cayman?
What's that?
You got a Cayman?
No. I was driving my dad's car, which is a brand new Ford Explorer. So I looked like a big shot. I came in like Tony Soprano, pulled up right to the front of the car, even though he had an Escalade. I came in with this big white Expedition, got out, looked great. We made eye contact, and then later that night we made love. And I'm gonna fly her down in July, down here to Florida. And she's 30. She's 7 years younger than me, so I think that's the right move for me.
And there's nothing we can do on the Filipino girl?
Nah, I tried, but the Irish girl Shay, she's got a really good job for a tech company. She could work remote. She's beautiful. She's short. I'm 6'5". She's like 5'2". She's like a double D, and she's awesome. And we just like it was just the chemistry that we had when we met. So I think this is the right move. I'm gonna fly her down here to Florida. I'm gonna take her to the beach. Gonna take her to, take her around town, and then I don't know, maybe I'll move back to Pennsylvania. I don't know, we'll see. But honestly, I'm almost 40. I'm getting lonely. The world's going to shit right now. Trump's about to bomb Iran. So I don't know. I don't want to die alone. So I need to settle down already.
Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah, I mean, if the nukes start flying, I want to have a girl there with me in bed.
I got a super chat. Let me catch up. Patek Philippe, $10. I'm still on the fence about the advice you gave to use a wooden toothpick, but I think you said stick instead of the Patek tool. Patek doesn't recommend toothpicks because wood can get into the movement. Fair point. Fair point. And Patek Philippe, $5. Glutton, may that Explorer 40 bring you more luck and chicks with butthole tattoos.
Yes, my Explorer 40 has graced my wrist as I've explored 7 new women. since my divorce in November. So that's been about a woman a month, a brand new woman a month. So that hence the name, the Explorer. It's the perfect watch, under the radar, not too flashy, but you have a Rolex on, and it makes me feel like the man. You know, I'm an explorer, summiting new heights. It's perfect.
100% there. And we've got another super chat from Patek Philippe, $10. P.S. Gun Glutton, I heard you simping over Bear the other day. Least we forget, Bear hates the Explorer 1. He said it's boring. Then I told him his obsession with Yachtmaster 1 is boring.
Yeah, the Yachtmaster 1 is, I don't know. Bear, he needs, I don't know what his problem is. But you wouldn't really appreciate the Explorer 1 until you lived a bachelor life, you know, post-divorce, taking all these beautiful women out, beautiful Latina women in Florida, living your best Jimmy Buffett life. That's what the Explorer 1 was all about.
Margaritaville. Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville.
People say it's about climbing Mount Everest. That's not at all what it's about. It's about being out there in Florida, you know, having a good time.
Very good point. Very good point indeed. I got to tell you, tell me this, Corrado, why don't you build like a Vacheron collection? Wouldn't that be so cool, or you don't agree?
It would be. I would like an overseas. I would, but you know, I'm not necessarily. I'm so happy with my Datejust. That's my kind of go-to.
Well, what kind of Datejust do you have?
Just a 41 rhodium fluted in Jubilee.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you have to go with the fluted. Although I do like a smooth bezel 41 with the Jubilee and Roman numeral dials. Those are kind of interesting. There's that series on Netflix called The Gentleman, and the priest, I believe the priest has a 41 white dial Roman numeral with a Jubilee, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like a lot of them. I prefer the Jubilee and the fluted.
Yeah, that's the way to go. However, I can't stand a Datejust 41 with the smooth bezel and oyster bracelet. It's just no, it's no good. You got to have.
What about one of those over a instead of an OP?
The OP green dial. The green dial is probably the best one to get, unless you're lucky enough to have the Tiffany dial. But the green dial, I almost got a green dial. I put up my name down on the list. The girl had a crush at me at the AD in Jacksonville. And literally, like 3 days later, she called me saying, "I have your watch." And I wasn't serious. I just was trying to look cool and impress her. And then I embarrassed myself because she's like, "I got your watch." And I'm just like, "Oh,
Was it a green dial? What? Sorry, which one? Which one was this?
This was the 41 OP green dial. I put my name on the list, and 3 days
later.
later,
That's a great watch. I'm surprised.
I didn't have the funds on hand at time, so I had to try to make myself look cool. I was like, "Well, I'm traveling," and I just gave her a bunch of excuses, and they never called me again. But it kills me.
Green
I
dial.
don't have those problems anymore.
Doc, BTW $2. Chicks provide minimal protection from nukes, sadly.
I know, but you can shove your face in many spots on their body, and then that's a good way to go out. It's better than hiding under a school desk, like they told you to do in the '60s.
Patek Philippe, $5. This is for me shaming Bear for not hopping on panel with Gun Glutton, who has been a big fan of Bear for a long time. First Mike the Snake, now the fans Bear.
Yeah. Yeah, that was heartbroken, to be honest with you. Bear was like a mentor. Are you
sure you can't fix it with the millionaire Filipino lady? There's nothing.
I could give it one last try. I can have a ChatGPT write me a poem or something. But she ignored me. And it's hard because I'm usually the one that ghosts women, and I've never been ghosted. And she was cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy her dad's two-tone black sub, like you said. I was gonna put $1,000 down, and then pay him off $100 a month until the day I died. But unfortunately, that plan was gone to shit.
Yeah, I can see that. That's
But if
I'm
you
just
saw this Irish girl, you'd be like, okay, yeah, do that, because she's something, and she's got a good job for a tech company. She's 7 years younger than me, so that's good.
How about the Filipino girl? How much younger was she?
She was 6 years younger, so a little bit of a difference. But the Irish girl has much bigger bosoms than the Filipino girl.
Hey, go for the bosoms every
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm starting to. And it's funny because when I was younger, I used to be more of an ass man. But the older I get, I much prefer boobs. I don't know what it is. I feel like the older we get, we kind of regress and they go back to like.
We got Aussie Expat joining us. Aussie Expat.
G'day.
Hey, how are you? And just quickly there, we got Patek Philippe, $5. AC3, pull up the Patek 6059G for a proper retro gauge. Show us the real stuff, man, not this shitter. Okay, let's get this on the screen now. So this is a Patek Philippe. Patek, this is a perpetual 6059G. Let's get this baby up. Patek 60. Are you sure you got the right reference, Patel? It's not coming up. Here we go. I think he means 5059. That's what he means. Here we go. Look at this. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. And it is a 36 mil. Too small, Patel. Too small, I'm afraid. Aussie Expat, what's going on? So we can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, he's got the new Black Bay. Oh, I like that watch.
Yeah, the Black Bay 54.
That is cool. Very
just in time for summer.
Perfect. Did you just walk in and get it, or did you get a gray market?
My AD called me. As in, like, they called me before I called them. But I hear that's happening with a lot of people. Like, if you're like well known if you're AD, they're calling everyone. It seems there's a lot of them. Like, I don't think it's rare like the pink.
They probably knew that was going to be a good seller. I mean, if you think about it, it's a good price. It's a hot watch. It's beautiful, and they probably figure we're going to sell the fuck out of these, so let's just make them available.
Yeah, I really respected them for putting out the Black Bay 54. It's just I couldn't buy one with a Black Bay 58 in the collection. You know, it's just that's so redundant that it's ridiculous.
No, that's a really
the way this
awesome
looks, it's
watch.
really good.
That is amazing.
And with T-Fit, it's got a lot of range. It's almost like I think it's like 3/4 of an inch in range on the T-Fit.
They don't even have a Datejust that looks that cool with that blue dial with the Jubilee, the smooth bezel even.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
It's very different.
I gotta say
they nailed it out of the park with that one.
Yeah, the Black Bay 36 is slightly bigger and slightly more masculine, actually.
There's something about the dials on those Black Bay 36s that just, I don't know, doesn't do anything for me.
They're pretty conservative, but my wife got the champagne one, or sort of champagne, and that's pretty versatile. But I agree, like if you go with like the blue, it's pretty generic.
I had it was the Tudor Royal Salmon dial. 41.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. It was only like $2,500, I think. I just wanted it because I like a salmon dial watch. It was cheap, but it was a Tudor, and it had the date and the date. Even though it's an ETA movement, I believe, but it was just a fun watch. I wish I didn't get rid of it.
I think all of the Tudors that had ETA movements, if you got all of them, not a single one is like a bad buy. I mean, you know, you would have been able to get it at under 3,000 on even the most expensive one of them, and they're all good.
And how much was that one? US dollars?
After tax, 4,600.
Okay. See, if
I was
any discount at all offered to you?
No, not from the boutique. I've heard ADs do discount, but not the boutique.
Yeah. See, the problem is that stuff. Tudor isn't what it used to be. You know what I mean?
they've struggled. Like the Morgan Stanley report is unbelievable. Like they've sort of dropped out of the top 20. I don't know. They've really dropped off. That's for sure.
Well,
But I mean, I haven't lost my love for them. I mean, I bought a Tudor every year for the past 5 years. Pretty sure, more than one every year. Yeah, so I'm still happy.
Yeah,
the
that's
problem
what I
with
like
Tudor
about
is
Tudors.
that
Tudors are like the rich man Seiko.
the problem with Tudor is they flood the market. They really do flood the market with them, and you know, besides
I think they
they've got
do.
too many fucking ugly Tudors. You know, the Royal. Do you like the Royal?
That's what I had. I had the Royal 41 Salmon.
I think
I
it's
thought it was
not
cool.
everyone's cup of tea, but I mean, for the price, it's okay.
The Salmon Dial 41 was fucking cool. The Salmon Dial, you don't see a lot of Salmon Dials. I don't like any other Royal.
Put it this way, Arch. The Royal actually looks pretty compelling now that the Land Dweller is, unobtainium.
Correct.
And
correct.
exists.
Like,
those watches look the same.
they do.
You know, to any
I think
ordinary
that was
person.
done on purpose.
Yeah. To any ordinary person, that's like a direct
The Land Dweller is
direct
supposed to be a
comparison.
very, very rare watch. So I feel like they almost did that on purpose. They first come out with the Tudor Royal, and then they released the Land Dweller. They must have known that was coming out. They had this all coordinated. So because the Land Dweller is going to be so rare, people are going to be like, fuck, I want a Land Dweller. Let me get a Tudor Royal. Fuck it. I feel like maybe that was part of their idea.
Yeah. But it's up to you. I mean, you don't get a Tudor unless you really just love the piece. I mean, but some pieces aren't produced to hell. Like all of the military ones, those are all hard to get. They still are. Like even the blue FXD, the Marine Nationale, that's still over retail. Like not much. You're not going to flip it, but
I still want a regular Black Bay 58. I think it's a beautiful watch. There's just something about it every time, and like you could get them on the secondary market, like dirt cheap. I also want a Harrods Black Bay, the green one. I think that's a beautiful watch. Like I feel like that's like instead of people buying shitters like Seiko, that's what Tudor is. It's like but then at the same time you're just like, well, if I just save up a little bit more or just put the money down, you could just get like an OP. I don't know, but Tudor's
yeah,
fun.
no, that's a great comparison. Almost any of these like nice Tudors, you put in another couple thousand, and maybe you could get an OP. And then you go, oh, you can't get an OP for X or Y. No, you can get a silver or a black dial.
Yeah,
Not
but I don't
that
know.
much
Tudors
trouble.
are just obtainable. You can walk into the mall and get whatever Tudor you want. So at the same time, it's like fuck it.
He turned down a green dial. You know that?
Sake. Wait. You know what's happening here, Arch?
We're having fun. Watch talk. That's what's happening.
He's getting gold advice from you, golden advice without paying you $50. Gun gliding, I'm onto you, buddy. Where's the $50? He comes on the street, pretend he's a panelist.
I love him coming on. Hey, it's better than you scaring off all my punters. We've got amazing air show videos, $2. Aussie Expat, your stream with Eddie was fantastic.
Oh, thanks, that amazing air show. Yeah, I enjoyed myself. It's always fun catching up with Eddie. He's a good guy.
10 presto, $2. That jumper, the start of AC3 merch. Everyday wear.
All right, share screen. I've got something for Aussie here. Share screen.
We got Patek Philippe, $2. Why was Brisbane the Tudor capital of the 60s? Because that's what we bought. We weren't Sydney slickers. Brisbane was a hit town.
You got Dirk in the super chat.
And we got a super chat from Loco Fabia 13, $8. Good morning, gents.
You forgot Dirk Diggler's.
That's a healthy good morning. Thank you, Loco Fabio.
Dark Diggler, $2. Why is it when I listen to Gun, I want to eat a 0.45 slug?
Oh, that's a compliment and an insult at the same time. I like it.
Gun, that's a compliment, right? You know what you are? You're a straighter version of Jack the Yuppie. That's a compliment.
Yes.
Hey, speaking of being ghosted, What happens when friends ghost you? Have you had that happen, Gun Glutton?
Yes. My friend who's on his way to becoming a doctor ghosted me.
Here we go.
I
What does
saved
that
him
mean
from.
when they ghost?
I've
When
saved him.
friends ghost
I've
you?
saved him from a drug overdose. I've rescued him. He would be dead, and but if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be on his way to being a doctor. So.
And why's he ghosted you?
Because he told me and my watch group. See, I have a close group of friends, all thanks to you, Archie. And once we got into watches, we started a group chat of text messaging, and then it's called the Nice Watch Group or whatever. And he was part of it for a little while, but one day my friend texted him a picture of a girl being, how would you put it, like a pearl necklace. She was being, I don't know the polite. It's a family-friendly show, but she was being on the receiving end of a man's generosity and lack of better words, but he was in his medical class and his phone was synced to his presentation. So while he was in front of the class addressing them, a notification popped up of a naked woman with stuff sprayed on. Oh, yeah. Stuff sprayed all over her face. And he had to hurry up and pretend like that didn't happen. And he was like, I'm done with you guys. I have better things to do.
There we go. We've got another super chat in, and we've got our good friend Corrado has joined us again. We got good morning, gents. Loco Fabio, $8. Good morning. And I got to tell you something, Corrado. Why don't you become a Vash man? Look at it. Have you got the Vash there? Get the you got the tradition now. Get a patrimony and get a overseas, and you're a Vash man.
He's got some really nice hardwood floors, I could tell you that much.
They're expensive.
Yeah, no carpet beetles on that floor.
It's got Australia papers, Arch.
Oh, you're joking.
No.
Oh, give us a look. Full screen that. I love it.
Oh,
so this is 38, isn't it? Oh, that's beautiful. Do you not love that? Isn't that so much better than a fucking 6119?
That's beautiful.
I like the size of the 6119. I do like the hobnail.
Yeah, but I love the dial on that Vacheron there.
Yeah.
You don't love the Vacheron?
Oh, I do love it.
Is that a chocolate brown strap or black?
Yeah, it's a brown. When I bought it, it had a black one. I went to Vacheron and got ripped off on a new strap there, but
Well, that's good. You got both black and brown. That's the way to go.
No, but hang on a minute. I don't think non-Vacheron straps belong. You got to have the original OEM straps.
yeah.
I agree.
It doesn't feel right otherwise.
Amazon leather's good enough.
What's up, Lassie?
G'day. No, well, it looks lovely. Hey, if it looks good, it looks good. Like, what's
Well, I guess you
the
could
deal?
get like a bespoke, like a combat strap, some exotic leather.
The lugs
Combat
make
strap.
good straps. They focus mainly on Cartier and maybe a few other brands, but the quality is really nice.
Who
That's
does?
not cheap either. The lugs.
Yeah,
I bought a blue crocodile strap for my mum on
What do you guys think of the Cartier gold? I can't pronounce it. I'm gonna butcher this. The Balion Blue or whatever. The 40.
Oh, ball on blue. That's a great one. I love it.
The gold one with the chocolate, the brown strap. It's amazing. And I think they retail for like 18,000, but you could buy them under 10 secondary, which is a steal for a solid gold Cartier.
Do they come with an actual movement? I think they do, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not that much of a watch guy, but it's just a stunning watch.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I love
it's
my
the
red
Cartier.
bottoms.
They're a bit weird. Like with a lot of their ladies' pieces, it's all. Sorry, the ice cream truck just ran by. We don't know if that's a family emergency or not. He was
Archie,
going by way too fast.
Do you like shoes, Archie?
Yeah, what sort of shoes have you got?
I bought the most beautiful pair of red bottoms.
Beautiful pair of. Give us a look. You got them there?
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can figure this out now. How do I flip the screen around?
You have to go to more and settings.
Just bring the shoes up. Just move the camera down. Come on, let's show it. Don't worry about it. Easy. Oh, how much were they?
They were like 1,100.
What brand are they?
Louboutin. I can't pronounce them. I went to the mall.
Fuck, they're expensive.
Yeah, the red bottoms are tarnished, but I could always fix them up. And I'm gonna wear the shoes. I don't fucking care if they get torn and tattered.
No,
Archie, shoes have gotten so crazy.
Yeah, these shoes are beautiful.
Like there was a time when I was going to buy some churches in England, and
Terry loves his churches.
I looked at the price, and since you got it on the way back machine, before COVID, they were like 500, 600 pounds. Now they're like 1,400 pounds. It's just absurd.
Yes. 1,300 pounds.
I know. It's bonkers. It's bonkers. And I don't go to work in those kinds of shoes anymore. I used to have to, I would put a lot of.
There's Lokes. Another brand is Lokes. Have you heard of Lokes?
I'll tell you what, Cole Haan, for just comfortable, everyday, nice looking shoes that last a long time, Cole Haans are very comfortable. They're cheap. They don't fall apart.
I tell you what screams financially independent.
New Balance, Crocs. But my Gucci's, I have Gucci loafers. I like loafers. I'm a loafer guy. I have a classic horse bit. I think, what are they, the 1954? I wear those things like daily, and there's not a scuff or scratch on them. They just keep going.
We got a super chat, Gecko 9700, $5. Any thoughts before I get the Railmaster blue jeans? I hope you're buying it pre-owned.
Yeah,
it's been out there for a while, so
you want to get that pre-owned. I wouldn't be buying that new.
I want to pay more than $3,000 max for that.
I love that watch. I really do like it.
That's all right.
Yeah, I remember when that came out. It was like 2021, wasn't it? Something like that.
We got Patek Philippe, $2. Why have you turned your back on the Navi timer? I got nothing against. I love the Navi timer. You've got to remember, when I'm buying things, it's when the yin and the yang is in the right part of the universe. It's when I've got money to buy something.
Ooh.
Nice Explorer.
Rolex alert.
It's about having the money, and then stock is available on the secondary market. And in some of these cases, I just
there we go.
Nothing's come up, and I'll be honest with you, I've been really on a Breguet binge.
Yeah, Breguets are nice. They really are.
Corrado, I really do like the Vash. I got to be honest with you, man. I really love that Vash. The only thing that I didn't like, it's 38, but 38's better than 37. Let me say that.
Well,
and
that Tudor is nice.
Yeah. What's that Tudor? Is that a 37?
That's
right?
the new one. The new.
Yeah, 37 millimeter. Yeah, Black
What's your wrist size?
My wrist size? Like, is it my wrist?
Yeah.
My wrist is 6 inches.
Oh, okay.
So this is what it would look like on your wife.
I still think I could pull off a 37. That's such a stunning watch.
Well, the 54 has a pretty, it's pretty wide lug to lug. Like, it's not much different to the 58, but it is more standard.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I like
the dial. I tell you what, the dial reminds me of, like the bottom of a swimming pool. You know.
Yeah, I can see that.
The concrete. But I don't mind the comparison. I mean, that's just fun.
I just think with that dial, with the Jubilee and the bezel, that's like the best Tudor I've ever seen ever. The best Tudor ever. That's what it is.
Yeah, I might.
My next watch, I want the Grand Seiko GMT, the eggshell dial, Elegance. Can't remember. It's like the SGB 21 or something. I feel like that would go perfect with my like Ernest Hemingway Jimmy Buffett lifestyle down here in Florida. But that also, that's also the #1 contender right there. That or a Santos, a two-tone Santos. But the Santos is a lot more. I mean, for $5,000, you can't go wrong
The
with that
Santos is
either.
starting to get very pricey, especially
They are,
two-tone.
but you could get a
Especially with
pre-owned one for like $9,000. I think retail. However, though, I don't know if I want the large. I saw some guy at the cigar lounge the other night with the large two-tone, and it was like a little too obnoxiously big. I feel like the medium would probably. I'm 6'5", 220 pounds.
wow.
I feel like I could get away with the medium without looking
Oh.
like overly flashy with my two-tone red bottoms.
I think the trouble with the Santos is even just trying to pick out the exact reference. They've got so many different colors that they've released, and I'm
Yeah.
partial to the blue and the white one, the blue PVD with the white dial, and
And I think for like 10,000 to like 13, for what you could buy a brand new two-tone, you could get a gold one on a pre-owned on a leather strap, which would probably be the way to go.
my only concern is I've had a few anecdotes in my circles that they've had Santos's die on them.
They had what?
They've had the movement die. Like
They
they've had to
die? Oh
send it
shit,
off a warranty. Yeah, like within the first 2 years.
that's crazy.
I know that really put me. I really stopped looking after my two friends. But for me, it's 100%. I only knew two people who had a Santos, and both of them had
That's
them break.
fucked. That's really fucked. That makes me kind of question the brand in general. But I really
But
like that.
the brand is what's their parent brand? It's like they're a bunch of assholes, right? It's not Bremont, it's
Is Ridgemont? Or I don't even know.
Richemont. Yeah, that's
Oh, that's
it.
right. I
Yeah,
just pulled that out of my ass.
yeah,
No, I like.
Richemont.
It's just something about them though. Makes me want to go back to Paris, get a baguette. You know, like I don't know.
Mhm.
Hey,
I think maybe
we're
going
talking
simpler,
shoes
like the tank
before.
is good.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys were
some
talking shoes
shoes.
before. I
Mm.
pulled out. I want to show you something. This is just shows you how fucking classless burglars are. They stole
God, that watch
a
is fucking
fucking pair of old fucking runners I had, but they left.
All your runners.
But they left my Lokes. Have you heard of a brand called Lokes? Loke.
Where are they
They're like
based?
Church. They're similar like Church. Okay.
Hmm. Also in England.
When we need them.
Now the funny thing is, okay, so these use a Goodyear welt. Do you know what a Goodyear welt is?
No.
That's Goodyear Tire Company.
I
They
was gonna
also
ask you if it meant
base
the tire.
of the
Yeah.
shoe.
Hmm. Oh, okay, okay.
Those
So
are
these
nice.
are like how you mentioned churches. You got
Yes.
Lokes, Churches, and Todd. You know.
Okay.
Those are nice.
But these are a bit cheaper. I'll tell you why these were cheaper, okay? These were cheaper because they've got two versions. They've got made in England and they got made in India. These are actually the
I
made in
see.
India. But you know what?
Yeah, as long as they're not sacrificing on the construction, as in like how. No, I don't mean like craftsmanship. I'm not going to try compare,
There it
but
says Goodyear welt.
yeah, as long as they're built to be
welt.
resold again, that's all that really matters. Is like they're actually designed to last.
You know, I like Lloyd's. You know, Lloyd's. That's the German shoes. You know, Lloyd's.
Oh, okay. No, I was not wealthy enough to really look at my shoes carefully before I left that world of finance where you kind of needed good shoes. So I was just told off by my my shoemaker, because I'd have to get the soles resold on my cheap shoes. And he says you got to buy some better shoes. Like you can't just keep resoling
Yeah,
these
see,
garbage
this
piece of
right here
shits.
is a Cole Haan. They came with the penny. I kept the penny in my red bottoms because that was cool. But these Cole Haans, they were like 100 and maybe $200, $230. But I like the two-tone. It goes well with the Florida life that I'm living down here. They're different.
Hey, I like your Lincoln Town car.
Oh, I love it too. I wish I want to get another one, but cars right now are so goddamn expensive. I bought that town
Even
car
for
in
a
my
Lincoln, a stinking Lincoln is expensive.
nowadays.
Lincoln
Even
is a
for an old
premium
town
brand,
car,
man.
for like a
But these are
2007,
90s.
for the last
Yeah.
generation town car, at low miles, you're looking at 15, 16,000, which is insane. Even old
They go
Cadillacs
forever,
now.
but
But I paid $4,000 for mine. I was bored one day, and I felt like spending money, and I went online. I found it. I was like, boom, and I went down and picked it up, put some new white walls on it, put a little bit of work into it. I took it to a mechanic, got the front suspensions fixed. But $4,000, maybe after everything got said and done, maybe $6,000. But still, I had so much fun with that car. It was in such good shape.
and what happened to it?
Archie, you still watch Hoovy?
Once I decided to move to Florida, I was like, I don't want to bring it with me. I would have had to have
How
somebody
much did you
drive
get
down.
for it?
I sold it to some old lady. I lost money on it, but she really liked it. I sold it for what I paid for it, $4,000. So I lost like $2,000. But it went to a good home.
I love Hoovy. What happened to Hoovy? What's happened to Hoovy?
He bought a town car recently, I think.
Really? Hoovy's garage?
A nice one, yeah. He bought a
Hoovie's doing okay. He's on the better side of the divorce now, so he's okay.
He is divorced too, huh?
What happened to
Going
the
around.
Vietnamese woman? Hey, what happened to her?
That I went down the rabbit hole on all of that. As best as I can tell, he's always been made of money. His family's got businesses in the area that he lives and stuff like that. And they married quote unquote early, and apparently she's been cheating on him the entire time. So, and yeah, it was not a fun, amicable thing, I think. But it wasn't a sudden thing. Like, she was cheating on him the entire time, is what his brother claims anyway.
That's gross.
Yeah. I mean, Hoovy's grandmother had a fucking Mercedes SL. I mean, you had to be rich to have a Mercedes SL.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He seems to have ended up okay now, though.
Yeah, he seems happy now. It looked touch and go, moving between the aircraft hangar and whatnot.
Aircraft hangar, Jesus, that sounds exciting.
Well, yeah, no comment. He did seem to be
in an aircraft hangar.
Well, it was designed for that. Like, there was like a second floor
That's amazing.
dwelling, nice, and then you could
sounds
sort of
better than my life right now. Like, I wasn't living in an aircraft hangar with my cheating wife. I was living in an apartment here in Florida after I sold my beach house, close to the beach house. It wasn't on the beach, but it was close.
Yeah. But he did have to sell a lot of it. I think he sold almost all of his collection, except for like some really hard pieces like the Countach and stuff like that.
I sold my two-tone Datejust, and then once my divorce
But I mean,
happened,
he's a multi-millionaire. You understand, Aussie expat? This isn't just a normal guy.
No, yeah. If I was a multimillionaire after a divorce,
But I mean, I don't know what you mean. I mean, he did sell almost his entire collection. As far as I can tell, for the divorce. I'm not.
It was that bad of a divorce?
I don't know the details, but I mean, he did sell almost the entire collection. I think he went down from.
I hope he flew himself out to Thailand at least, or Colombia, for God's sakes.
No, he's got a new squeeze. His new girl seems really good. She's in his videos and stuff.
But you know, that's his second marriage too to the Vietnamese. That wasn't his first marriage.
Oh, it wasn't his first. Okay, all right. Wow.
Oh no.
Oh. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like the kind of guy who would be able to hold things down. I'm surprised. And I'm not judging him. I'm just, it's a two-way street. A judge of character and so on and so forth. On his part, he seems like someone who could, not get screwed. But I don't know.
I'm starting to think Mark has the right idea. If only I can be gay, I feel like my life would be a lot more successful. Because women are different. They're like totally different, and it's hard.
We got a super chat. Let me catch this super chat here. Patek Philippe. $5 AC3 while you're away. A true financial expat Aussie. A true financial expert Aussie expat that joining the secret club at Brumont is definitely worth the price.
Mm-hmm. Patel's always right.
Tell me this, Aussie expat. Would you ever see? I've trimmed off. Okay, so. I tell you my modus operandi. I'm actually looking at for myself, I'd like to. I really want to give gold watches a go. You know, that's why my problem is I don't wear stuff unless I sell other stuff off.
Yeah.
I really want to try the gold watches for a while.
Yeah, I
You've got
mean,
a few gold ones.
I've got one gold watch. You know, I've got two, but I've got one, and I love it. But it comes out like at the moment, I think 6 days this year so far. But it was important those days. Like it was very important. You know, I felt
What
like
is
$1
it?
million.
What is it?
Gold Daytona.
Holy fuck! Oh my god, that should be your daily watch.
Well, I've got a steel Daytona and a whole bunch of other
I
watches
don't care
too.
about
So
the
it's
steel Daytona. If I had a gold Daytona, I'd be wearing that thing to go to Walmart.
I've got two young kids. My
Yeah, you don't
things
want the
outside of
kids getting all
9 to 5
party with ice cream and
is
stuff.
like camping and hiking and wrestling with them on the ground. You know, it's not.
You watch
Yeah,
the
no.
outdoor guys? Outdoor guys?
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic
What's that?
program.
I don't know that one.
What happened to him? He's apparently stopped making videos now.
Yeah, I
they said.
saw that. I saw that. He just doesn't want the attention anymore.
What about
And yeah,
what about Bankrupt and Bald? Do you guys watch Bankrupt and Bald?
What's
I
happened to
like
him?
him, but I haven't
Ages.
seen. Yeah, I haven't seen a video of him in a long time. But yeah, he's crazy. I love the idea. I mean, I did the digital nomad thing for couple
I
of
think that's what
years.
Archie needs to do. I think maybe Archie needs to go traveling around like Bankrupt and Bald.
Archie, you need to
Archie,
load
go to
up on the
Thailand.
HELOC, steal Rolexes, flee the country, don't pay your debt, and then
yeah.
sell the Rolexes once you get to a good destination country,
I think
and
Archie
then
needs
live
to
a
go
life
to
that we'll all be jealous of, Arch.
that could revive your channel, Archie, honestly. If you go back to Thailand, look for Nana Kim, maybe go to the ladyboy markets just because you never know what's going on over there. That could revive your channel.
It could indeed do that. It's
Imagine you're live streaming in Bangkok.
It's a very
Super
popular
chats would be
topic.
super chats
You
would
know
be coming
how
in hot and heavy.
Yeah, a popular thing like how Australia is becoming unaffordable and just escape the matrix, Arch.
You got a super chat, Arch.
Escape the box that they've given you.
Correct.
Patek Philippe, $10. AC3 for tomorrow's segment. Would you be open to doing a real Tattersall's application live on air? Then you can send them the link to the video and tell them that your references are in the comments. I don't know if I'd do that. You know. Would you ever join in a men's club like that, Tattersall's?
What's Tattersall's?
You don't really.
No,
It's like
I join a place
American.
for golf. I wouldn't join a place just for a place. No.
It's like a social club.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. It used to be like it was men's only. Now women can join, and it's kind of like your own club. It is a. To be honest with you, there's a high fee. It costs $2,000 a year to join, but
A year though is not terrible. What's going on in these clubs? Are they?
oh well, they have they have a gym. There's a gym there. They have a gym and a pool.
It's a lot
They
of
also
money
have
for a
Money's
gym.
worth there, right?
if you've got there's an office. They've got office facilities. Like if you don't have a base in the office, it's somewhere where you can go to and do work.
All right, I could go to a Starbucks for a lot less.
It's like an Australian version of Mar-a-Lago.
The only difference is at a Starbucks, you can't leave your desk unattended. In this club, no one's going to pinch your stuff because they're all
No, I
members.
see. Yeah, you're right.
So it is a little bit, but
All
it's
right,
like
I would go to my cigar lounge. I could go to my cigar lounge here in Central Florida and leave anything I want on the table. Nobody's going to touch it.
How long have you been in Florida?
5 years.
Cool. I live in Las Vegas. I'm considering Florida at some point.
Yeah, Florida's great, but you gotta like the beaches. I like to swim in the ocean. I like to swim for a while. And some people are afraid of sharks. And some people are afraid of Florida people, but the thing, I'm a Florida person, so Florida people should be afraid of me.
Yeah, I
We
got
got
young kids, so the ocean could help.
Oh yeah, the ocean. Plus, you can always
Loco.
take them to Disney, and it won't cost you as much.
Loco Fabio 13, $15. Sip of whiskey, you betcha. And not just any whiskey. We got Monkey's
Monkey's
Shot. This is
shoulder.
expensive. You know that? He sent me
What?
$70. I thought,
What?
oh, he sent
It's
me a
probably
tip.
$30 here in the. I guarantee that's like a $30 bottle here in the U.S.
It's 50 US. It cost me 72.
Huh? That must interesting.
72 Aussie. Fuck, it's not cheap. This is not cheap anymore.
Nothing's cheap anymore. Oh God. I think I twisted my nut.
Oh.
All right, sorry, I got to run. I've got some family stuff to do. It's been great.
Expat, pleasure having you on, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tutor you got there.
Would you ever
thank you.
Would you ever go Vacheron, Breguet, or Patek?
Maybe when I'm older. Yeah, it's not something that really fits my lifestyle right now.
He's got a gold Daytona. He can get those whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
I
still
think
get a
that's
lot
the
of
main
use out of
thing.
the. You still get a lot of use out of the black FXD.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's just so useful. Like
I know.
I don't wear any of my quartz watches anymore. Like anytime I'd be wearing a G-Shock, I'm like I feel like a poser when I wear a G-Shock. Like I'm
Just throw
trying
the
to
G-Shock
act.
away. Wear your tutors. You got a gold
Yeah.
Daytona.
The FXD is as low as it
tutors
goes.
should be
And,
your G-Shocks.
exactly.
I bought the blue one like maybe 6 months before the black one came out, and I kind of wish I had the black one, but I'm not going to change it now. I feel like the black would be even more versatile.
You could get the new GMT, and I think that's an okay set of watches.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the faux patina numbers on it.
You'll probably never get the chance, but see it in person. It's really not that bad. Like, yeah, just let it play in your mind a little bit. So I've got the FXD in black, but you know what? The GMT would be cool. It would be cool, but you know, you've got the opportunity. I don't. Like, I'm not going to buy another black FXD. That's not going to happen. But you could. Catch you guys later.
Is very cool.
All right, take care.
See you later. Ooh, what a great pair of shoes there. Corrado, I got to tell you something, man. I don't know why you don't want to just harness your inner Vacheron self. Just go Vash.
There's more to life than one brand, Arch.
That is so beautiful. Can you give us a look at the side? What's the side of the Vacheron like?
Well, it's almost like a stepped case. It's got a small step.
What else were you considering when you bought that?
I think I told you I wanted the 6119, but that was like 30,000 US at the time. Now they're a little bit cheaper.
How much did you pay for the Vash?
About 12.
Damn, that's a good deal.
It's nothing.
Yeah, they're even. You can get them even cheaper now.
Wow,
that was a good deal when I bought it. I felt like, but yeah, I think you can get them even cheaper right now.
Wow, that's incredible.
Let me grab the papers real quick. I'm gonna show you.
You said you bought pieces because they were cheap. They were good value.
Well, it was a good value, right?
That's the way to go. That's why the gold Balion Blue, whatever, I can't pronounce it. I'm classless American. It's like under 10,000. It's a great deal.
Tell me this, Corrado, what are you looking at doing yourself there? You want to get married or hitched? You were saying you're a bit lonely?
No, I'm married with 3 kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, he does not look like he is. He looks like a dad. He does not look like he's not a dad.
He seems very happy there.
You actually met my wife, Arch.
Yes, I remember.
In New York.
Sorry. Yeah, I remember. That was a great trip. I got to say, it's I really hope this economy starts to pick up a bit there. Trump hasn't done
No.
some good things, I'm afraid.
He's
It's
fucking horrible. Look at this son of a bitch.
oh, what's there? Ah,
There's me and that disappointing president right there.
yeah.
He has
Do you have
been
photo of you and your wife there?
but a major disappointment. I wanted
Geez,
to.
you got nice furniture. Where did you get this? I like that sort of rustic look furniture.
Yeah, I kind of wanted like a beach vibe here, but yeah, I wanted a beach vibe. I went with like the distressed beach vibey look, but that was when I had my house near the beach. So now I just throw it all in my little shitty fucking apartment.
Oh,
But the ladies like it because they expect me to have like
whereabouts is
black leather
that?
couches, like casting couches.
I think it's in Melbourne.
Oh, that's the boutique, maybe.
It's Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, 101 Collins Street. It says or something.
Yeah, that's the boutique. I've been there. It's really cool. Wow. We got a super chat. P Cars $10. Hey Arch, our Breguet Classic 5920 BR solid gold too small. Good to see Corrado on the panel. Let's have a look.
What's up, P Cars?
Let's have a look. A 5920. Let's call it up. Breguet 5920. Let's see what we're talking about. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I think these are 36 actually. Gee, they're cheap.
Damn.
Fuck.
No wonder he's asking. I mean, that's tempting. Under $6,000.
The size. Does it say the size? Let's have a look. I think they're 36. Fuck, they are cheap.
That was nice though. If it's 37, I'm sold, but 36. I like the dial. Damn, they're all under $6,000.
35 mil. See, there you go. 30.
Yeah, too small.
Too small. See, these are 90s. I think these are from the 90s.
Yeah, they're nice, but
2009. Okay.
if you're little, maybe.
It is still a beautiful watch, but
Truly
yeah,
is.
I think the reason the size it is
That's why
it
it's
is
so cheap.
Here we go. We got a super chat from CB, $5. Vasher like Bregs. Me and Bear can't afford them. We only want watches that go up in value. It's beautiful stuff, but you must admit, Vacheron, it's got some. Corrado, would you get your wife a matching Vacheron?
No.
Corrado, I would assume you're Italian, just like The Sopranos that I'm watching right now.
Yes. Yeah.
I love Italian though. I cook. Italian's my favorite food, and I love to cook. So the food I really truly like to cook is Italian.
Oh, a pasta, a lasagna. That's fantastic.
I've
Or a
never made
pizza.
lasagna, but during COVID, I was like everybody else. I decided to practice the 4 Roman pastas, so I became an expert at cooking cacio e pepe, amatriciana, and all the rest. But it impresses my lady friends too. There's nothing more impressive than a big guy that knows how to cook and has a neat apartment. So
Yeah, I really like that washed out look there. I like the way. Do you bought the furniture like that?
yeah, it's all this like I wanted a beach look. When I lived by the beach, I wanted it to feel like a rustic, cozy beach vibe. I got the the little.
Ah, fuck, man. I
It's
love
made of
it.
concrete. Is that made of concrete?
What's that?
The
The
boat?
boat.
No, the boat.
Well,
I
it's a
bought it for my
joke,
dad,
yeah.
and then he sold his beach house. We both bought houses near the beach, and then when he sold his, I'm like, I'm taking this back, you son of a bitch. And then yeah, I kept it. But and these are my seashells that I collect at the the shore. And then I
Wow.
got some shark teeth here that I found on they're little fossilized shark teeth, but I found all those. I love the beach. I mean, I just love it. I love sitting out in the sun. I bring a flask with me, and then I just lay there and tan and bronze, and it's wonderful. I look at the beautiful scenery.
That's incredible.
I'd be a little afraid to go to the beaches in Australia, though. You got like fucking saltwater alligators and great white sharks.
Well, we got sharks. The sharks.
I go to the beaches that are like the most shark attack beaches in Florida, but I don't have to worry about great whites or saltwater alligators.
100%.
I don't
And,
have to worry
what's-
about the crazy spiders and other shit that you guys got in Australia.
Yeah, we got some weird fucking shit in Australia.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Australia is crazy. It is crazy. We have
It really
some.
is. Wombats and
They don't hurt
koalas.
you, but you know.
I know, but still, imagine coming across a wombat out in the wild. It's like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
It's like a Pokemon.
So tell me this, Corrado, how is the business going in your neck of the woods there? You're self-employed, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm self-employed, but I retired from. I worked in the prisons here.
Prisons.
Yeah, so I did 20 years in corrections, and I get a pension and I get health insurance through them, so it's easy for me to work for myself.
The prisons pay that well? We could become self-employed?
Well,
I'll
it
go
was all
work in a
right.
prison tomorrow. I hate my
Did you
fucking
meet
job.
many famous prisoners?
Nah, we only had a couple come through there over the years. Connecticut, I mean, is not really,
You had Martha Stewart, didn't you?
You know what? She probably was in Danbury at the federal women's prison. That is in Connecticut, but
Danbury is an interesting town. There was a documentary on Netflix about the Danbury Trashers and the mob guy,
yeah,
Galante, who opened them.
yeah.
My college roommate was next door neighbors with that kid, AJ Galante, and he was
No
like,
kidding.
he used to tell me all these stories, and I didn't believe him. I was like, whatever. But then all of a sudden one day this Netflix documentary dropped, and I was like, oh shit, Carl, and he was 100% Italian too.
Oh, you're joking.
No, yeah, like when I first saw him, he was wearing like a NBA basketball jersey. I thought he was like from the Jersey Shore, which is funny because
Yeah.
he was like, he said, to be honest, what'd you think of me the first day you saw me? And I was like, to be honest, I thought you were like some Jersey Shore Guido, but we became best friends. I still talk to him to this day. He now fixes up old Harley motorcycles and sells them to Japan. So he's living the fucking life. He's got like a hobby where he buys old vintage Harley Davidson motorcycles. He fixes them up, restores them, and he sells them to people like in Japan and all around the world. He's set. He's loaded.
Wow. Incredible story. And if you can do something you really like to do, it's not really work, is it?
No, correct. I envy him.
So tell me this, did you learn anything from being a prison officer yourself there? That's a pretty tough job. It's not easy. Like you got to have your wits about you, otherwise you can get hurt.
Yeah. You probably see a lot of sick shit.
What do you think of the prison hierarchy? Is there a top dog? Do you have top dogs? And
well, it was when I started in the late '90s. Connecticut had a pretty good sized gang problem in the prisons, but in some ways it was easier because we knew who the gang leaders were, and they used to help us run the place. It was kind of like a partnership almost. Like if I had a problem, I would go to them.
How common is what we all fear when we go to prison? Is that an actual thing, or does the show Oz over exaggerate on the whole issue there that we all know I'm talking about?
Yeah, I would say every prison show you ever saw exaggerates it. But
Okay,
again,
thank
Connecticut is also, not the same as New York, I'm sure. So
Mm-hmm.
it did happen, but it wasn't that
As
common.
common. Yeah. Okay.
What are the guys in jail for? For keying someone's BMW at the golf club?
Yeah. Correct. No, Connecticut could be pretty shady though.
Yeah, oh
No.
yeah. No, it is pretty bad.
A
There's
lot of people think Connecticut's like all country clubs and shit, but where is it? Hartford, Connecticut? Is that the pretty shady part of town?
yeah, so I actually worked at the county jail there in Hartford for like 10 years.
Yeah, Hartford's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's like a mini Newark.
We got a super chat. P. Clan, great panel tonight and no bogan racism. You betcha. It's been a really fun show tonight. Let me say that. It's been really fun. Corrado, I just hope you can if I would love to see you get another couple of Vash, get an overseas.
Yeah.
I would get the Gen 2 with the big date. You know, the chronograph Gen 2.
Yeah, I'm not really a chronograph fan. I like the three-hand overseas personally.
The
Or I
other
do
thing
like
is-
the dual time. I like the dual time a little bit too, but
What about a nice gold Cartier? You don't like Cartier?
no, I've never
No.
been a fan of the Santos even. I know everyone loves
Well,
it.
there's
I never
there you could get a gold tank for under 10. You could get the Balian
Yeah.
blue for under 10. And you're a guy who appreciates dress watches for a good bargain.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm not doing anything unless I sell something. So
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm not looking to get shit. This watch right here is like my one and done. And the next watch I get, I want it to be a special occasion, like if I get married again, and then I'll go out and get something. But like I'm not gonna be buying watches because I'm bored, I'm depressed, I need a little bit of retail therapy. This watch was my divorce watch. I got the call like 2 days after I found out my wife was having an affair, and I went back to PA.
oh,
So I was like, all right, this is my watch, and it's been on my wrist as I've explored 7 new beautiful women. So this watch like means the world to me. One day I'm gonna pass it down to a son or a nephew, and maybe I'll wash it real quick before I hand it off to them. But it's like this watch, the Explorer. It makes me feel. It made me feel like a man again. You know, like it's the manliest Rolex there is. It's very understated, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Honestly, I felt like the universe felt like petty on me. They're like, "Fuck, this is a good guy. We got to throw him a bone." So I got the call from the AD, and couldn't be happier. I've had like 4 or 5 other Rolexes, but this one is my favorite by far. Just I never thought I'd ever be an Explorer, man. But
it's a beautiful watch.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I wish I could have gotten a Cermet or whatever. But the Cermets, you know how many subs I see down here in Florida? I see them like 5 times a day. I have never come across another 40 Explorer. Maybe because the people down here have more money, they can get something better. But I don't know. It looks pretty small right
the
now, but
Explorer
I
is
just got
such a
big hands.
beautiful watch. I love that watch. I really do love that watch. And I actually was trying to get an Explorer. That's how I went down the Breguet route. My friend said, "Hey, get this Breguet. It was such good bang per buck." And I can't say I've been unhappy with it, but
No. But if you do want to get another Rolex Arch, just go to an AD, get on the wait list for one of these. The 40
I
Explorer.
can't kiss ass. I
Perfect.
can't kiss ass.
You don't have to kiss ass. I walked in and I said like, "Hey."
I just feel dirty. I just feel dirty.
I've
I
never
just-
bought. Well, I bought a Tudor, one Tudor from my AD, and then that was enough. They called me 6 months later. I was back in Pennsylvania going through my divorce, and I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna take it." I gave him my card information right over the phone, and this watch has changed my life.
You were already
Hey.
living out of state when you bought it, or
Yeah, I was in Pennsylvania, so that's the fucking thing. I had to have my ex-wife go in and pick it up, so I was robbed the experience of going and getting champagne. Not that they give me champagne for just a simple Explorer, but that was the weird thing. I was like, all right, you've done me dirty. You got to go to the AD, pick up my watch, and overnight it to me. And she did. She knew she did me wrong. But I got it the next day. I was in Pennsylvania with all my friends. And a couple days later, I was with this beautiful woman. She took me out to Vegas, and I've just been having a great time ever since. So this watch, like, I can never ever get rid of this watch. As a matter of fact, I should engrave something on the back of it, super vulgar, so nobody would ever want to buy it. But
Okay, guys, that's the show for today. I want to say thanks, guys, for coming on. It's been really good having you on, Corrado and Gun Glutton. It's always a pleasure having you on. Also, thanks to Aussie Expat. Even the Narc was kind of fun.
I love Narc. He's fun.
Guys, I want to go through the supporters. Van Lux, Mac Lobster, Thomas Burnett, Solas, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Doc BTW, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Daft Diggler, Patel Philippe, Amazing Air Show Videos, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Loco Fabio 13, Gecko 9700, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Loco Fabio 13, P Cars, CB, P Clen. Guys, that's the show for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's just have a quick word from our sponsor, Rusty's Watches, and I will see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.
See you. Thank you.
Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury here. Today, guys, I want to share with you a great website that I use to check out watches. That's right, guys. I don't know about you, but I am somebody who wants to keep an eye on prices and see where the market's going. And the best website for this is rustyswatches.com. rustyswatches.com. Now, what it does, if you're in the US, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Canada, it will list recent listings so you can see new watches as they come to market. Not only new listings, but recently price drops. So if you're keeping an eye on the watch of your dreams, Rusty's Watches is the place to go. If you've got a special watch you want and you want to get the best possible deal you can, I'd highly recommend Rusty's Watches. Now he's got some instant buttons. Patek, Breguet, Omega, Rolex, Cartier, to name but a few. Click on Breguet and it shows us recent new listings for Breguet. Hey, here's one at Watch Finder. Watch Finder has guys, I am doing this advert to deal with my termite problem. That's right, guys. I have a bit of a termite problem. But guys, check out rustyswatches.com. This is the best place to get an idea of the market. Off the market. That's right, guys. Termites confirmed. Yes, this is. Check it out. rustyswatches.com. Check it out, guys. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that.